Hello, and welcome back to Something Starts Ringing Tarot. My name is Ryan, and today I have another viewer-requested video. The commenter that requested this was at Denny9222, and they commented on my Hermit show and tell, and they wanted me to show all of the moon cards in my collection. So this is the moon card show and tell of all of the current decks that I currently have in my collection. So I'm just going to get right into it. I'm just going to show each card and maybe talk a little bit about it. And it's going to be a kind of a quick video, but just showing all the moon cards and how they differ and how they're the same. So the first one is the Rider Tarot deck, the classic artwork. Everybody knows the dog and the wolf, the moon, the two pillars, the water, the lobster. Everybody knows that one. Alright, this is from the Lightseers Tarot. It's a little bit of different take with the underwater, is it a mermaid or something like that? But I like the coloring on this one. Alright, the next deck is the This Might Hurt Tarot. I really like this card. The nude people being the animals is just really cool. It's really primal and speaks to kind of the primal animalistic side of the moon card. Otherwise, fairly traditional scene. Next is from the Art of Adventure Tarot. This is just a crazy deck all around, so the animals have multiple heads here. And the towers are made of like junkyard cars stacked up on top of each other. Alright, next is from the Star Tarot. I like the moon phases on this one, makes it a little different. Perfect for the moon card, I guess. Alright, next is from the Sassorabito Tarot. This is definitely a different scene. I really like how this person is crying, kind of feeling their deep emotions of the moon. Alright, the next one is from the Tarot of the Secret Forest. So it has these two figures on it looking at the moon. And then this has two sides, so the back is the black and white, like sketch drawing of it. The next deck, or the next card, is from the Spectro Whirl Tarot, the second edition. This deck always makes me smile with how colorful it is, and just the interpretation of the traditional artwork in this psychedelic way. Alright, next is the Shadowscapes Tarot. Beautiful, beautiful card. I don't know if I've ever really spent time looking at that one. I don't use this deck too often, but I really like that interpretation of the moon looking at the mask. Alright, next is from the Shadowland Tarot. This is a fun one, walking the lobster alongside of the person. And then the moon actually has the wolf mask on it. Next, this one is the, what's it even called? The Gold Foil Tarot. It's this ultra holographic, shiny RWS deck. So every part of it has a different texture, like the water and the sky and the moon all have different holographic textures. Alright, this is one of my favorite moon cards probably. It's just so different but so cool. This is from the Tarot of Oneness. And I don't know if you can see it, but oops, dropped the rest of them. I don't know if you can see it, but in the branches there's a dog kind of upside down, and then a wolf, and the lobster is over here. I don't know if the light can pick it up, but it's like in the tree branches, so it's all there, but just in a very different way. Beautiful card. Next is, I think, my favorite moon card. This is what I chose in my 22 faves. This is the moon from the Tarot of the Divine Masculine. It just makes me smile every time I see it. So just a beautiful nighttime scene, and then the moon and the moon. Alright, next is from the Fifth Spirit Tarot. This is another kind of different scene from the traditional. It's a person like walking into the swamp or into the swamplands, I guess. Kind of exploring that deep, dark side of yourself. Alright, just a few more. This is from the 1909 RWS Tarot, the Sawyer Redux edition. It's obviously the traditional scene redrawn a little bit, and then it has the mandala in the background that has the number in Roman numerals and the astrological association kind of inside the mandala. Just a really great deck. Alright, and my three newest decks. This one is the Eldritch Overload Tarot. Very psychedelic, cyberpunk, holographic moon there. And it's like exploding. Alright, and then I have the Trionfi della Luna Illustrated Pips Italian Text Edition. So this is the moon. Definitely a different scene, but very devilly like the rest of the deck. Still has the towers and the lobster claws in there. And then last but not least, this is the Anonima Tarot of the Nameless deck. Alright, so that was my show and tell of all of the moon cards in my deck. Thank you, Denny9222. Is that your name? I think. Yep, Denny9222 for the request. If anybody else has requests for show and tells or questions for me or anything you'd like to see on this channel, please comment below or send me a message on Instagram or however you want to get in touch with me. I love doing these viewer request videos, especially this kind. It's pretty simple, but also kind of lets me explore looking through my decks. It's a fun way to kind of quickly look through all of my decks and find the moon card and just go on from there. So I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, this is what I'm talking about. This is life. You manage to be happy for 5 seconds, and something starts ringing.